This video will be going over slides 7 through 10. I switched over to the actual template that you guys will be getting because I wanted to point out when you look over to the side, your slides are going to be marked with like this eye with a line through it. I will explain that later. That means you still have to do them, because when you get onto the slide, it is completely fine. You need to complete it. This is just for the very, 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 very end. So don't worry about it. If it has this, you need to do it. Again, if it has this, you must do it. Another little trick is if your slide is really big or small and you want it bigger, you can make your hand go to these 3 dots, pull it down. That's one way to help it. I'm also going to make sure that on each slide you have a video to watch for help. I haven't made all the videos yet, so they're not linked, but I did want to make sure that you know about that. Okay, so back to mine. This one is mine. It says Yanez because I want to be able to write on it and that type of thing if need be. Okay, so we're doing slide 7, which starts with step 5. You're going to find 2 reliable primary resources. Okay, that means you're not hearing it from somebody else. We're looking for words that end in gov, org, and edu. Those are going to be the best websites to use. So the ones that were on here, these are all gov sites right here, gov. They're all gov sites, which is what you want. Then, or here's another link, or you can go onto my Get Epic account. If you're not in my Get Epic and you need a code to join, it's right there. And if you don't remember, I do have a video on my YouTube channel that shows you how to make an account. It's really easy. All it involves is really you typing in your name. So when you get to the collection of books, you'll need to find the title of a book that matches your park that you decided. Okay, apparently it wants to go super slow right now. So we'll come back to that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so it should take you exactly to this spot. You can see there's 61 books here. So you're looking for whatever park you have. Okay, so let's say I did Glacier National Park and I chose this book. And right now, once you find your resource, you actually have to do something that's going to be scary for some of you. You're going to have to read the book. I know it's going to be hard, but you can do it. You got this. And you can use Google Read and Write if you want. That's okay. So, anywho, so this is what it looks like, and you might want to just start with previewing it, but you really are going to need to read it. Okay, so let's go back, and once you get your book title that you use, you click here, and you can see it says go to slide 22. Perfect. All I need to do is go back and type the title of my book and who wrote it. So if you're very lazy, like I am today, you can select it. You can hit Control-C or right-click to copy. And then you will go right here and you can paste it in. And the same thing for the book's author. I really don't think we could have made it any easier for you to do this. Now, that does look kind of weird. I might want to make the font a little bit bigger so I can see it. But all you need to do is put your sources here. You don't have to do anything else, okay? So if I did Glacier National Park here, I would want to also make sure that I would copy and paste this over, or copy and paste the address over would probably be the best choice. So if I were doing Glacier National Park, I go up to the address bar and I can copy and then put it back on slide 22. Resources are just showing you what you use to find out your information. So that's it. Let's go back up now. So step 5 was to find your resource. So you got 2 right away if you use that slide and then the Get Epics. Okay, now you're going to want to find information you want to include in your guide. If you do copy and paste your notes, remember to change them into your own words in your guide. Take notes on this slide and next slide. So this is where you're doing the R word, you're reading. You're going to need to put the location of the park. Here, Southern Indiana was mine. If you're doing Glacier National Park, which was well, goodness gracious, there it is. No? What happened? Oh, it's here. Okay. You're actually reading it and finding your information. Okay, right here it tells me it's in Montana. Okay, so I'd write Montana down. This actually gives us really good information. So what it's saying is if you do decide that you copy and paste, you're going to need to, I know none of you 5th graders would say it sits. You would not write it that way. You are a kid. You're not an adult that writes all fancy like that. So that would be a key flag that made me think, oh, you copied and pasted. Okay. You're probably going to say Glacier National Park is in the Rocky Mountains of northwestern Montana. And you might say one of its borders touches Canada. Simple like that. Okay. Then you're going to tell how big the park is. You're going to look for words like miles and acres. That's the way they measure land, miles and acres. So in mine, I think I put like 20 square miles or something. So you're looking for the size. This would be a really good time to look through your table of contents as well, because it might not tell you how big it is. Also, pay attention to your text features. It might be the most information that you need, okay? Text feature, that might be important. This, okay? I'm not going to actually do the research right now. You know how to look for answers in a text. Okay, so the next thing, you're going to tell about the landscape and types of plants. So the landscape means landforms, mini caves. You're talking about how the land looks, okay, and the plants, if possible. Yeah. So I wouldn't put a cactus if I'm doing the one about the ocean, or the water. That doesn't make sense, okay? So you tell about the landscape, like Glacier National Park. I think I was just here. Okay, glaciers are the landform. They have valleys, okay? There are mountains. So all of those would be things that I would want to include, okay? Let's go back. Slide 8, what kind of animals are there? So it does say if you were just doing one animal, like I did the chipmunk attack, I just focused on the one animal. You're going to talk about that animal here. Put some details, like the size, how many there are, what their behavior is like. Are they poisonous? What do they eat? And then the other one is, why do people go there? I think I just saw in that last one that it was talking about why people going there to see something. Okay, so you're really just going to want to find out all this information. And let me go back to my slide. And then you're going So once you get that done, you're going to start your slide. You're going to look at the slide 9, and then you're going to create slide 10. However, for this video, we are only talking about researching slides 7 and 8, how to do it. So let me do a quick recap of this. Let's see, my video is about 10 minutes, so okay. First, you're going to find 2 resources, okay? 2. The first one is probably going to be whatever you picked on this slide. The second one is probably going to be from Get Epic, and that's okay. If you want to find something else, you're more than welcome, as long as it is a reliable source. Then you're going to do the reading. You're actually going to read the book. All right? I made sure when I did this, they were books for your age group. Some might be easy, some might be a little harder. So you might want to go through and spend a few minutes. Like this Glacier one, may be easier, it may be harder. So it might be the same. Or you might need to use it to find different information. Okay. So far, I got to see the text to really make a comparison. So you want to do that. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Maybe this isn't the book for me. But you do need to read. Then you're going to put its location, its size, landscape, which means the land forms, the form of the land, the shape of the land, plants, animals or animal, and then why do people go there? That's it for today. If you have any questions, please message me or your teacher.